Hello everyone, welcome to Business School 101. Imagine you've developed a great product idea, but you don't have the money to bring it to life. What if, instead of pitching to a single investor, you could ask hundreds or even thousands of people to each chip in a little? That's the power of crowdfunding. Today, we'll explore how crowdfunding works, what types exist, some famous success stories, and when it's the right choice for your startup. Section 1, Definition. Crowdfunding is a method of raising capital by collecting small contributions from a large number of people, typically via online platforms. It allows entrepreneurs, creatives, and nonprofits to gather funds directly from supporters instead of traditional investors or banks. This approach democratizes funding by connecting ideas with communities who believe in them. In many cases, crowdfunding also builds an early customer base and creates buzz around the product before it even launches. Section 2, Types of Crowdfunding. Crowdfunding isn't one-size-fits-all. There are 4 main types, each with different goals, legal structures, and reward models. Let's break them down. Type 1. Reward-based crowdfunding. In reward-based crowdfunding, backers contribute money in exchange for a non-monetary reward, typically an early version of the product, branded merchandise, or special recognition. This is the most common form for product launches, particularly in tech, fashion, and design. For example, Pebble smartwatch raised over $20 million on Kickstarter by offering early access to their e-paper smartwatches. Backers at different levels received varying models, colors, and packaging perks. Pebble used this not just for funding, but also to validate product market fit and build a loyal user community before manufacturing began. Type 2. Equity crowdfunding. Equity crowdfunding allows individuals to invest in a company in exchange for ownership shares, similar to angel investing but open to the public. This method is regulated in many countries and best suited for startups seeking significant capital and willing to share equity. For example, Brewdog, a UK-based craft beer company, launched its Equity for Punks campaign. Over 130,000 fans invested in return for shares, discounts, and access to special events. This strategy turned customers into brand ambassadors and raised over £70 million, helping Brewdog expand internationally while retaining control. Type 3. Donation-based crowdfunding. This model is driven by altruism. Contributors donate money without expecting anything in return. It's commonly used for charitable causes, community projects, disaster relief, or personal needs like medical expenses or tuition. For example, on GoFundMe, thousands of people donated to relief campaigns after the Beirut explosion in 2020. The platform enabled nonprofits and individuals to quickly gather support for medical aid, food distribution, and rebuilding efforts, with donors expecting no financial return. Type 4. Debt-based crowdfunding. Debt-based crowdfunding, also known as P2P lending, lets individuals or institutions lend money to borrowers, often small businesses, in exchange for repayment with interest. It's an alternative to traditional bank loans and often faster and more flexible. For example, LendingClub is a leading P2P lending platform in the US. A small business might borrow $50,000 to upgrade equipment, funded by hundreds of individual lenders each contributing $100 to $1,000. The business repays monthly, and lenders earn interest, just like banks. Section 3, Successful Examples. Here are 3 successful stories of crowdfunding. Number 1, Oculus Rift. In 2012, Oculus raised $2.4 million on Kickstarter to fund its VR headset prototype. The campaign generated major buzz in the gaming community. Just 2 years later, Oculus was acquired by Facebook for $2 billion, a massive leap from its humble crowdfunding beginning. Number 2, Coolest Cooler. Coolest Cooler raised over $13 million on Kickstarter for a multifunctional cooler with built-in speakers and a blender. However, manufacturing challenges led to delays and backer frustration. It became a cautionary tale about overpromising and underdelivering. Number 3, Xiaomi Products. The Chinese tech company Xiaomi launched its own crowdfunding platform to test new product ideas with its user base in China. Items like smart lamps, backpacks, and home gadgets are crowdfunded to gauge demand before mass production, making crowdfunding a core innovation tool for the brand. Section 4, Challenges of crowdfunding. Number 1. High marketing demands. Launching a crowdfunding campaign is as much about marketing as it is about the product itself. Founders must create compelling promotional materials, like a high-quality video, engaging copy, and attention-grabbing visuals, to tell their story effectively. Success often hinges on building buzz through social media, email marketing, influencer outreach, and community engagement well before the campaign even begins. Number 2. All-or-nothing models. Many crowdfunding platforms, such as Kickstarter, operate on an all-or-nothing funding model. This means that if you don't reach your full fundraising goal by the deadline, you receive none of the pledged funds. While this can create urgency and encourage momentum, it also raises the stakes significantly. Campaign creators must generate strong interest early on and sustain it throughout the campaign to avoid falling short. Number 3. Fulfillment risk. Raising money is only the beginning. Fulfilling rewards, especially physical products, can become a logistical challenge. Coordinating manufacturing, managing inventory, packaging, and international shipping for hundreds or thousands of backers can be overwhelming and expensive. Delays, miscommunications, or cost overruns can frustrate backers and damage the creator's reputation, especially if expectations were set too high during the campaign. Number 4. Platform fees. Crowdfunding platforms typically take a portion of the funds raised as fees, usually around 5% of the total amount, plus additional payment processing charges. These deductions can significantly reduce the actual funds available for production and fulfillment. Creators must factor in these costs carefully when setting their fundraising goals to avoid falling short of what's needed to deliver their promised rewards. Section 5. When is crowdfunding right for you? Crowdfunding can be a smart move, but only under the right conditions. In general, crowdfunding works best under following scenarios. First, you have a compelling story or product. People back people, not just products. If your idea solves a clear problem or appeals to an emotion, like nostalgia, sustainability, or innovation, you're more likely to gain traction. Second, you need market validation. Before scaling, crowdfunding can test whether there's real demand for your product. A strong campaign can attract both early adopters and potential investors. Third, you have or can build an engaged community. Whether it's an existing fan base, email subscribers, or online followers, crowdfunding success depends on activating your supporters to share and promote the campaign. Lastly, you want funding and visibility at once. Unlike private fundraising, crowdfunding is public by nature, meaning it not only raises money but also builds awareness, PR buzz, and future customers. However, crowdfunding may not be ideal if your product is hard to manufacture or deliver. Complex hardware, customized goods, or regulated items often lead to production delays and fulfillment issues. Or you lack time or resources for campaign promotion. Without a solid pre-launch strategy and dedicated marketing efforts, even great products can fail to get noticed. Section 6. Summary. To wrap up, crowdfunding is a powerful way to raise money, build a customer base, and validate ideas without giving up control. It's not a guarantee of success, but when executed well, it can turn a sketch on paper into a market-ready product backed by a passionate community. That's all for today's topic. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.